Hey, today's video we're going to talk about how Google Shopping is encroaching on the search ad space for search, or some people call them text ads, that you're trying to run on Google via your PPC campaigns. How now there's becoming only 2 ad spots instead of the 4 usual ad spots that were there. So just like the title indicates, Google has less ad spots than it had before, 2 actually instead of 4 now, on the top of search results in a lot of different markets, a lot of different searches. If this is happening to you, I'll be able to tell you what it's actually doing to affect your results and kind of why they're doing it, why Google does this type of thing, because you're not going to hear it from Google themselves, but understanding what Google does, their goals, how their systems work a little bit, I can explain why it's going this general direction, if you don't know already as well, in addition to what the results are of actually having 2 ad spots instead of 4 on top of Google when you're trying to run search or text ads, as some people call them on Google. So with that said, on some Google search results now, Google is testing only having 2 ads showing at the top of the search results. Mainly, okay though, in e-commerce markets. Why? Because those are where the shopping product ads likely provide a better experience for users overall, and probably make Google more money too while they're at it. Google doesn't do everything to make more money at the end of the day, at least when you're talking about short term. Long term, 100%. I mean, by law, shareholders need to be served before anybody else. And that means making money for the shareholders, which means everything Google does by law has to be to make money. Otherwise, shareholders could sue Google. That's how corporations work. What Google does in order to make their shareholders more money is they're constantly trying to figure out, naturally, how to get more money from their advertisers, or get more advertisers to come to Google and use Google Ads to advertise, which would make the demand for their ad spots on top of Google go up, which would mean, because the supply is now less, or because the demand is up, because there's only so many ad spots on Google, demand's less, therefore the price is going to go up for the same ad spots. It's a bidding system. He who generally is willing to pay more will get them. And so realistically, Google, like I said, can make more money 2 ways. They can either get more people to come on board, or they can obviously charge more. The other way that they make money, though, there's a major third way that they make money, and that is they get people to be more willing to click on ads in the future, which does open up and make more supply in general. Okay. And what Google, I can tell you from experience and just understanding Google and knowing how their systems work, they focus more on not trying to make money in the short term, they try to make money in the long term, because that's what overall, if they focus on the long term, they're going to make more money overall. With that, they try to do some testing on the Google search results. Not only do they test to see, is it your ad that's shown, or is it your competitor's ads? Because normally when there's 4 ads on the top of Google, there's like 10 people cycling in and out of those ad spots. Google's trying to figure out whose ad has the highest click-through rate, whose landing page that you're taking people to has the highest conversion rate, i.e. are people going back to Google to click on something else, indicating they did not get what they wanted when they clicked on that ad. And they're trying to optimize. Through the testing, they watch every single time someone makes a search. What do they click on? What do they do? If they click on an ad, which one was it? Did they like what they see when they got past the ad? And with that, they're trying to see, like I said, whose ad should be shown. Should it be your ad? Should it be somebody else's? To cater to Google's users, the searchers, which is basically their customers at the end of the day, that makes them able to have revenue to earn from the advertisers. And so ultimately, if they'll do testing to see, should I have this person's ad or this person's ad shown? But the other thing they test is, should I have 4 ad spots and now, or should I have 2 ad spots? Or should I have shopping ads show up at the top? Or should I have shopping ads show to the right? Of all those different configurations, we know which advertisers' stuff should be shown and that normally gets the highest click-through rate, the highest conversion rates on the site itself or the landing page itself. How can we show the ads to get more people to want to click on ads in general and find use of the ads? Also, when they click through the ads, do they find what they want more so than an organic listing? Because if we can do that, people will want to come back and click on ads in the future. So just like, to sum this up, just like they're trying to find the best advertiser who provides the best ad, which would indicate the best experience clicking on an ad, they are going to test the ads that show in different configurations to see what their users more likely like to see, which would be indicated by, did they want to click through the ad or did they not, or did they just go to the free listings? And with that, and which ads should be shown and where they should be shown, how many ads should be shown, they identify through their testing what users want, so that in the future, like I said, they're more likely to click on an ad versus an organic listing. So more so short term, Google trying to figure out how to force more ad clicks. They're figuring out, how can I lay everything out so that people, through the use of the ads, they could serve people more. Because then they get more and more used to just clicking on the ads to get what they want, which in the long run, the people gets more and more addicted to their product, i.e. clicking on the ads. They'll have more potential, more overall potential to have their ads clicked in the future. So just like you want to, basically do everything you can to be the ad that outperforms your competitions, because if you do, like I said on this video many times, you'll basically always make money, because Google can only charge so much for the ads before people are just not willing to advertise anymore. And then they give you, the person who gives the user the best experience, the less price per click, to encourage you to be the one who stays in, and then discourage others to stay in and just basically leave the system. They're going to do their own testing to see how they should have their advertisers' ads laid out on the page. And with that, one of the things they did was, which they haven't done in 5 years, test, because they used to have 3 ads on the top of Google and 7 on the right hand side. Then they went to 4 on top. And they had it like that for about 5 years now. Now they're testing 2 on top. Technically, there's still ads at the bottom of the page, but nobody really sees it, clicks those. So there's 2 ads at the top of Google. They're here and here, but what's taking the place of the other 2 ads is these shopping ads. Which shopping ads, if you don't know what those are, the little pictures of the products with the prices directly underneath them. They're called shopping ads. You need a product feed to run a shopping campaign. You need Google Merchant Center to run a shopping campaign, and which I won't go into in this video, but respectively, when they're doing their testing, they're trying to figure out, was showing 4 text ads really the thing that helped users out the most be able to find what they want through the ads and not be annoyed by the ads and just be able to make use of an ad as a whole the most? Or was showing the 8 little image ads, which are the shopping ads, on top of Google right away versus the other 2 ads that are normally at the top of the Google search right away? Did that actually help the user find use out of the available ads or out of an ad as a whole more than having the 4 text ads. And so Google will run these tests. They don't just run these tests across the board. They just run these tests on an individual keyword by keyword basis. So they can see for one keyword, yes, people would preferred to see the little image ads. On other keywords, they didn't. So within the e-commerce space, what you'll actually see is a lot of searches where now the shopping ads will be up at the very top on Google, and then you'll only have 2 search ads underneath. But for a lot of other e-commerce in the same exact market, but with slightly different product types. For instance, just give you an example in the like health supplements, like weightlifting supplements, you may have, which is a real situation, protein powders where the shopping ads show up here. Okay, then for testosterone supplements to help you boost your testosterone, 4 text ads will show. So that would be an example of one market in e-commerce where one product, you may be dealing with these shopping ads up top first. Another product in your same market, if you sell products, there'll be still the 4 ads as usual. Okay? And then Google will test, like I said, keyword by keyword, which the 2 ads or the 4 ads there are going to serve the user the best as far as what an ad can serve a person for a given keyword. And then once they identify which one of those that it is, that's the way that it's going to be for now, until Google eventually does something else. And I presume that this will be the case where it will be for a long time. And so realistically, the shopping ads are the first thing you see now. Sometimes you'll see shopping ads on the right-hand side, and there'll be 4 ads up here. That's another configuration option they have. But where is it? They didn't do this yet. They are doing the up top, and instead of 4 ads underneath, it's just 2 ads underneath. Okay? And so that's getting to be more and more all the time. So what is the end result out of all of this? Okay, how is this actually going to affect your results? I've seen it personally affect our clients' results, and I'm going to tell you specifically why and how that is here on the next part of the video. So, respectively, if you're wondering, first of all, does having these shopping ads up top and only 2 ads for the different search results for the keywords that this happens with and to, how does that affect how many people are clicking through the ads? That right there in and itself, because Google is actually they're running their tests and they're just seeing, out of all the people who click out of organic versus paid, is showing the shopping ads up top going to get more people to click on a ad out of all the available ads? If so, that's the way that they're going to run it for that keyword. Therefore, this configuration didn't hurt the potential clicks you can get. Okay? It does not also even affect how many clicks you can get on your search ads, as I've found. The overall click-through rate went up on ads a lot, but the click-through rate on the search ads by themselves stayed about consistent, and now your click-through rate on your shopping ads went up. So if you're running the search ads / some people call them text ads, and you're running shopping, both, now you have even more potential to get customers out of your ads itself. So if you don't have organic rankings, this actually helped you out a lot, because now you have more overall click-through out of the ad spot in general, where the shopping and the text ads are now. More people overall are clicking a ad versus an organic listing. Okay? From that, though, to get the same impression share, which if you don't know what impression share is the number of times that your ad is eligible to show out of the total times that it can show that you do show. So basically, to put this another way, I went through this whole spiel in the beginning of the video about what Google does with their testing, what their goals are. And I mentioned to you that, normally on top of Google recently, there was 4 ad spots, right? And then of that, there'll be about 10 people that are bidding on those keywords for any one keyword search. And Google split testing to see which of the 10 people should be shown for those 4 ad spots. All 10 can't show for those 4 ad spots. All right? So, respectively with that, the impression share is the percentage of time that out of those 9 other people you're competing against for those 4 ad spots under one given keyword that you're shown. So if you got 100% impression share, you were shown every single time, or if you got a 50% impression share, you're only shown half of the time for that keyword. A lot of people think you're either shown or you're not. And if you bid on the keyword, you're showing. No. You're only showing a percentage of the time, and the higher the percentage of the time you're shown, a lot of it has to do with your click-through rate and your conversion rate on your page, which is tied into something called quality score, but it also has something to do with pricing and what you're willing to bid. The crappier job you do with the click-through rate on the ad and the conversion rate on your landing page where you take people to, the more Google is going to charge you to discourage you from even staying advertising at all, so somebody else can come in that can do a better job than you and give Google a better experience, give their Google's users a better experience so that they want to come back and click on ads in the future. You see how this all ties together. And I talked about supply and demand and everything. There's only 2 ads now. So going back to our previous scenario, there was 10 advertisers trying to go for those 4 ad spots. But guess what? Google ran this test, found out the shopping ads at the very top of the Google search results for that keyword, and was better to get more people to click on an ad versus an organic listing. Now you have 10 people gunning for 2 spots now. So naturally, the supply is less, okay? The demand is the same. So the only thing that can happen in that situation is, in a bidding environment at least, is the price has to go up for a click. At least if you want to be shown at the same amount of times, i.e. impression share, that you were shown before. So if you were getting 80% impression share before for $2 a click, your search results for that keyword went to only showing 2 ads. Your $2 a click now is $4 a click, as per what I've seen now multiple times in different search results for different clients in different markets where this has happened. So basically, to get the same impression share that you had before when there was 4 text ads showing for your search ads, you're going to need to pay 2 times as much per click, or close to it. It's about 75 to 100% more that you're going to have to pay per click to get the same impression share as you had before. In other words, also, to get the same amount of clicks on your search ads itself, you're going to have to pay twice as much per click with only 2 ads showing versus the 4 ads that were showing before. Okay, so if you're wondering why your cost per click is going up so much, check the search results for certain keywords, and then that could be the indication why. Literally almost doubling, or if not straight up doubling the cost per click, having only 2 ads there versus 4 ads. If you look at the bright side of things, like I said, going back to what I said before, Google would not have had these shopping ads show up at the top of Google if this didn't get people to click on an ad a higher percentage of the time, and of course, and actually follow through and get what they want, which is a secondary thing, so that they know they aren't pissing their users off, and then later on they won't click on any ad, so they're just making money short term. But in general, this got people to be helped by, as I described it before, an ad a higher percentage of the time for that keyword, having the shopping ads showing up top here and just taking out 2 of the search ads. And so, yes, it might be twice as much per click to get the same amount of clicks on your search ads. Your amount of clicks on your shopping campaign went up about double, having them shown on the side here. Okay, as I've also noticed as well. So, respectively, and it's actually a little bit more than double, which would tie into the whole thing that more people are just clicking on ads now. It's just spread out between the search and the shopping equally. But on top of that, you're actually getting more overall clicks on your ads that you could have got before. It's just, respectively, more of your overall clicks are going to come from shopping. So if you were getting, let's say, 1,000 clicks a month with the 4 ads being there, now you're going to get 500 clicks a month on your text ads, and you're going to get like 800 clicks a month on your shopping ads. So more overall clicks. Your cost per click on your shopping, as I've noticed it, stays about the same as what it was if your shopping ads are showing up here on the side. But your cost per click on these text ads, given they had to cut the number of ads in half, it doubles the cost per click. So, respectively, yes, you're going to be paying a little bit more per sale when this actually happens, as it all kind of settles out. You're going to be paying more per sale, but you're going to be making more overall sales. So hopefully the increase in volume makes up for the decrease in margin that you have. And if it doesn't, you're going to have to do basically what I have on this channel, tons of different strategies that you can use to get the click-through rate up on your ad so that you decrease your cost per click and make up for the fact that Google's now charging just twice as much for these search ad clicks in the first place. On the shopping ad side, maybe you don't want to do, maybe you're just like F that, search ad. I'm not going to pay $4 a click. I'm just not. It's not worth it. I want to pay $2 a click. Then, what I would suggest you do, the obvious thing would be to, if you aren't doing shopping, start obviously doing it. That's a complete no-brainer there thing to do. But even if you do have shopping, I've got a video just about how to get click-through rate on shopping campaigns and increase your amount of sales you get from shopping by optimizing the shopping images on the products itself. You can also optimize the pricing, which is the second biggest thing that you can toggle in order to get more sales from your shopping. But far more than that is the actual image. That's the number one thing, and it has by far the biggest impact. You can get large swings in the amount of times you're shown on shopping, but as well as just the regular click-through rate when you do show by having that image on the product dialed in. And it all with that, without going through everything I said on that video before, it all comes down to seeming different than everybody else. If everybody else has a plain white background and a product there with good lighting, use a lifestyle background. If you're selling a soccer ball, have the ball sitting on grass instead of just with a white background. Because it stands out then. People click on the purple cow, the thing that stands out. If everybody's doing, the ball on the grass, do a white background one. If you can't do a lifestyle background like that, which they usually will allow, people wonder sometimes, Corey, can I do that? Most of the time you can. Not every time will they approve it, but most of the time they will. Generally speaking, they will. Okay. If you can't you can't afford to go out and take lifestyle photos of each product, because it's obviously much easier just to put your product in the light box, take your photo, put another product in there, take your photo. It's like the cheap, easy way, which goes back to what I said. If you want to make money with PPC, all you got to do is just put in more work to outdo what your competition's willing to do, to give back to your users to have a better experience, and you will make money, because Google can only charge people so much for the clicks. Once they charge more than that, they don't have advertisers enough anymore. So, assuming everything else is equal, you're getting the product or services for the same price as your competition. You just get more out of the click than other people. You're going to make money. It's really that simple. If you can't take lifestyle images, though, going back to what I was saying here, You can change the shadowing. Do I have a drop shadow? Do I lengthen the drop shadow? You can also change the product angle image. Can I, if it's a watch, can I show it from an angle versus straight on? You can do a combination of the shadowing and the angling. You can shoot from a top angle. What is going to make it look different? Way different than anybody else, because what's different is going to get what the attention. Respectively, if everybody's priced at 99 bucks, price it at 96. It's different. It will get clicked on more than if it's the same as everybody else. Because ultimately, here's the thing that people don't realize. All these picture ads are showing. Sometimes something that just looks attractive, you know what to click on right away, but a lot of times it's not so easy. You're trying to think of an excuse of what to decide, what to click on, basically. And something that draws your eye, it looks different, will just be the excuse that they need to decide for themselves. When they're unsure what to click on or what to choose, they're going to choose what seems interesting or different. This is just, not every time, but this is just how human psychology works. So look at what the search results are showing you in the shopping arena. Update your images, maybe work on your pricing, and then with that, we've had it many times where if you update your images and figure out the right configuration of lighting and the shadowing and the angle and the background, and if there's a few other things as well, you can add, like if it's supposed to be a vibrating product, you can add like action items around it or whatever. It can be somebody holding the product as well. You can get 2 to 3 times the click-through rate on a shopping ad than you could have had when it's unoptimized, plain, white background. Everybody else has the white background. So that can be what solves the fact that you can't afford to advertise on the search ads anymore. Or, with the search ads, you just got to get your click-through rate up. You got to have a better ad. What can you say that's going to get everybody's attention right away? What do people want? Survey them. Go read reviews of your competition. Find out, basically what it is that people want from your product, and then put that in the ad, or get a better landing page for people to take people to. Figure out how to make custom landing pages for each product, and that'll get a higher conversion rate, which will then go into, due to Google's quality score system, drop your cost per conversion or cost per click at the same time, bringing the cost back into check again for you. So anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you today about the 2 ad spots. When you see them, what the deal is with it, why it's like that, what it'll have in terms of effect on your results. If you like this video, I have a ton of other videos on this channel about other PPC money-making strategies. I encourage you to check them out, and I encourage you to subscribe to the channel so as when I have new ideas that we're going to have for other videos and strategies coming out soon, you'll be the first to be able to see those. If you like the video, I also would encourage you and appreciate if you could like this video so I can help more people see what I've shared on today's video as well. I have a blog actually at guaranteedppc.com/blog with step-by-step instructions on how to build PPC campaigns the way that I build them for our clients here at our firm to basically guarantee the results on their campaigns. If you like to see more on a step-by-step basis on how to do things for yourself, to do some of the stuff I talked about on this video, you can find it there. Maybe it'll be of use to you as well. If you have any questions about what I covered here on the 2 ad spots or whatever, things that you think I needed to clarify and didn't, leave me a comment down below. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment on this channel, usually within a day or 2 time. And that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in my next video that comes out in another day or 2. See you there.